and welcome to CRPS Diaries, or welcome back if you've been here before. Um, in my last two vlogs, I talked about what not to say to people living with chronic pain or chronic illness, and I want to go into some things you can say instead of today. But just before I do, I had mentioned also in my last vlogs that I would be seeing my surgeon today, which is August 2nd, 24. Saying the date for my own purposes too. And it's a 6-month basically follow-up on my fusion redo. So the good news is, as far as the surgeon can tell through the x-rays, which aren't always completely accurate, my foot is totally fused, or my toe is totally fused. So that's good news. And we can proceed with the surgery now to have my hardware removed from my foot. And that may not sound like good news, and in a way it isn't. I have to go through surgery on my CRPS foot again. But it is good news because the screw has been drilled through my sesamoid bone, and so we want to make sure too that, the screw being through my sesamoid bone isn't contributing to my CRPS. I'm pretty certain, obviously there's pain walking on a screw. I can feel the difference between that pain and my CRPS pain. But I'm pretty sure the CRPS is still going to be there because it was there prior to this surgery and prior to this happening. So, so there's that. And yeah, I don't know when the surgery will be. Where we live, they call us with the surgery date whenever they feel like it. And we don't even get a time until the day before our surgery. So I'm basically on standby now. I know my surgeon is going away towards the end of August, so I'm not sure. Sometimes you can get a call pretty quick. I could have it before he leaves, but I don't know. I'm hoping for some other reasons I'll go into at another time that it isn't mid-August. We'll see. But anyway, so that's good news. And the other piece of good news is I got my courage up. I mentioned this in the last video that I wanted to get my courage up to do this, and I did it. I asked the surgeon for a medical note from him saying that I need an electric wheelchair, which will help my case, I hope. And my surgeon blames himself for what's happened with me with the CRPS. And he's blaming himself for the screw being driven through my sesamoid bone. And he feels terrible. And I keep saying to him, I don't blame you. CRPS can happen to anyone. It just happened to happen to me. And as far as this screw, well, it is his fault, but I don't take it out on him. But I did kind of use it to my advantage in asking him if I could get a doctor's note for, to get a wheelchair. And I was sort of worried that he'd say, you don't move it, you lose it, right? But and he didn't at all. He's like, absolutely, whatever you need. This has totally taken away your independence. It's debilitating you. And I said to him, I'd be happy to pay whatever doctor's notes cost. He said, no way. I will just give you whatever you need. Just call my office. It's a long weekend up here, of course, so I have to wait till Tuesday. I tried calling his office before they closed, and evidently they had decided not to be answering the phone a half hour before they closed because I couldn't get through. No answer at all. Can't leave messages on that machine. So I have to wait till Tuesday. But I'm thrilled that my surgeon was willing to accommodate it. And part of me had a feeling that he would, because he feels responsible for what happened. And he recognizes that it's debilitating, it's crippling me. And it's July 26th was the year anniversary of getting CRPS. So it's been a long time, and the longer you have it, particularly with no help, which I haven't had, there's really not much hope for a cure. So anyway, this surgery that I'm having is always nerve-wracking for me and for him, as surgeries are always, but more so because I have CRPS and they're doing the surgery in the CRPS foot. It can cause spread, even if it wasn't in the CRPS foot. But oh my gosh, like the pain. And it seems to take me longer to heal now since I've had CRPS as well. So yeah, and I was hoping to have my electric wheelchair before this surgery, but because it's been dragging on for months and months and months and months, because the AADL lady doesn't work full weeks, and the medical supply lady who deals with this kind of thing is only there 3 days a week in town. It is insane. It's like, I said to my husband last night, like, I'm frustrated because I'm really struggling to walk and I really need this. And it's been going on for months and months. What about people who are paralyzed and have to wait like this? It's crazy. And they've got complications with the chair now. They can't get the sizing that I need. So it's like, I have no idea when there's going to be a resolution to this. And this is only to get the letter to send into my insurance company to see if they will actually be willing to cover an electric wheelchair. So once this stuff is sent into the insurance company, then I'll be waiting a long time again, because whenever it's dealing with a significant sum of money, they take forever. So I don't know. I don't know when this is going to happen. Like, you can see right now I'm in my, manual wheelchair, but this one's too hard to move around my house. I don't have enough space, and it gets hard on my shoulders and my wrists because of the rheumatoid arthritis that still plagues me as well, right? So it's not helping me at all. I usually just try and use my knee scooter when I'm struggling the most, but that gets hard on my other foot, and it gets sore on my leg where the CRPS is too, kneeling. So anyway, say la vie. I better get on with it because I don't want this to be too long. So like I mentioned at the beginning, I had done 2 vlogs. You might want to go back and look at them, part 1 and part 2 of what not to say to people with chronic illness or chronic pain. So this is a list of maybe what you can say in place of, so I'll again list what not to say and then maybe what to say in place of. And if any of you have any ideas of what you'd rather hear that I haven't come up with, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I would do another vlog with your ideas as well. The more info we can get out there, the better. And I've seen lots of people have, viewed my vlogs, but I've never gotten any comments. So please leave comments. And while we're at it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified whenever I do another vlog. I'd really appreciate it. Hopefully this one's a bit more lighthearted than most of my vlogs have been up to now. So here we go. Number 1, you don't look sick. You can go back to my other vlogs, posts to find out why these are hurtful, okay? So maybe instead you could say, you look good, but how are you really doing? Open the dialogue, open to some conversation. Number 2, but you could do ABC. I'll just put in there walk. You could walk yesterday. Why not today? Maybe instead you could say, sorry, it's a harder day for you today. I can't fully understand, but I'm sorry. It's harder. Not that we're looking for sympathy, so that's why I want ideas from you guys of what you would want to hear instead, too. Next one, you got this. How about instead, how are you coping with and handling everything? Instead of just telling a person you've got this. Another big one that we hear often is, I know so-and-so who did ABC and, took medicine, certain medicine or vitamins or diet and got better / cured or went into remission. How about instead saying, I hope you can find some relief? You know, just compassion. It's not pity or sympathy, just compassion. So the next one, you just need to exercise more. Maybe ask instead, is there anything you found that helps you? Because we've thought of everything. And there's reasons why we do or don't do the things that you all suggest. Not you all, but you know what I mean. You just need to get out more. How about saying instead, could you handle a visit? Or would you be interested in getting out? I'd be happy to take you. You know, do you feel up to it? Are you able to? Again, a compassionate response. Eat healthier. That's a sore spot with me. Pet peeve. Maybe instead say some have said diet helps. Does it work for you? You know, just a more compassionate way of approaching it. Although I'd rather not discuss diet at all. We've tried everything. As I've said in my other vlog, it can't be that bad. How about, I can't imagine the pain you're feeling instead. You can't tell a person it can't be that bad. The next one, at least it's not cancer. Another pet peeve. How about just saying, I'm sorry, it's so bad. You know, is there anything I can do? I can just sit with you. I can listen. That type of thing. There's always someone worse. How about just saying, I hear you, I'm listening. You know, I think we're fully aware, which I said in my other vlog posts, part 1 and part 2. We know. The next one, you're not better yet. If you're not aware of it being chronic and permanent, maybe say, is it something that will improve? Or, I'm sorry, this is never ending for you. Something like that, you know. Another one, I'll pray for you, which I had mentioned in my other vlog. All of these I've mentioned in my other vlog, can be a cop-out for doing anything, for helping out at all. Anyway, how about, I'll bring you a meal. What do you like? Or, what day would work for me to come over and help with anything you need? You know? Along with praying for someone or sending them good vibes or whatever it is you do. This is another one. Let me know if you need anything. How about instead, what day would work for me to come over and help with anything you need? Okay, so sorry, I used that one in the last one. It was meant for this. So you got that. I hope you feel better soon. How about instead, I wish for you it would get better. Or it could get better. Because we won't get better soon. Another one, I understand. How about saying instead, I can't understand, but I empathize. And I'm here for you. You know. Handicap parking is another one. Ask kindly if you're concerned. Don't give dirty looks. Don't yell judgments like you're not handicapped. Ask with concern. We appreciate that. We appreciate people that are concerned about people using handicap spots that don't need them. And we're happy to share or educate on what we're dealing with and why we need one, if you're kind about it. So, I know so-and-so, say with CRPS, it could be anything in there, cancer, rheumatoid, whatever, and they still work. That's comparing, and you can't compare one person to another. Everybody's disease is different. How about just not bring that up at all? It's a very painful subject for most of us that can't work. Okay. I've already said that in my other vlogs. The other one, you always have something wrong. Drama queen, hypochondriac. How about instead just saying, I'm sorry the illness is putting you through so much and it's so widespread and unpredictable. Shows you know a little bit about it, and that you're not feeling like we already judge ourselves for. So that's my list. This video is a bit long, but oh well. Hopefully you'll be interested in it, and I'll keep you updated with when I hear about my surgery and thereon after, as I can. There is hope. Hope is a good thing. See you in the next one. Hi, I meant to mention too that I'm going to put a little bit of footage of my trip to the hospital. Well, it's our old hospital, the orthopedic clinic, but there's not much to look at. So if you just want to jump over it, that's fine too. Have a good one.
So just waiting at the hospital for my x-ray on my foot. It's an old hospital. It's not our new one. It's where my orthopedic clinic follow-up appointments are. Not much to see. So now I'm waiting behind the curtain, which again, there's not much to look at. I'm about half an hour beyond my appointment time. Let me see. Let's take this off. I got purple toenail polish on. It'll match my foot purple.